Hey, what's up everybody? Today in this video, we are going to discuss silver proof sets. That's right, we're gonna talk modern silver proof sets versus vintage silver proof sets. So excited for this video. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what you enjoy more, the modern stuff or the vintage stuff. What is the better value in November of 2020 for your money? What's the better value, the modern versus the vintage? We're going to discuss that right now in this video. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because of the recent price hike for the modern silver proof sets. This right now, for a modern silver proof set, you have to spend $105 to get this. To get this off of eBay or maybe from your local coin shop, it's going to range anywhere from $30 to $40, maybe close to $50 for this, but you can definitely find deals. You can definitely get these sealed or even unsealed for around $30. If it's sealed, you might have to pay a little bit more, maybe closer to $40, maybe a little bit over $40 for this. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the silver content, the silver value between this and this. So just silver alone, okay? Silver alone, the silver value, according to today's spot price of, right around between $23 and $24 an ounce, the silver value in this right here, this modern set, is about $31. There's a little bit over an ounce of silver in the modern silver proof set. In the vintage silver proof set, your silver value is about $14 in your vintage silver proof set, okay? Now, once again, so I said this here's $105 and you can pick these up for about $30. So if you subtract $14 from, let's say, 40, let's go on a little bit of a higher end and say 40, we're talking about the premium is $26. Well, if you subtract $31 for the silver content in this, the silver value, the premium on this is $74. So your premium on this much higher for the modern than for the vintage. So we're going to take both of these out. And to cut to the chase, I am going to, until the price tag of these drops, I mean, if you want the modern stuff, you can always get these more than likely cheaper from eBay or cheaper from your local coin shop or cheaper probably from a coin show, something like that. But we don't have to buy these directly from the mint. And we are going to take this one out as well, the vintage silver proof set. So I am going to be, in the near future, I am going to be definitely buying more of these than I am of these. Now this also has the historic nature where you have, now in here, the only coins that are silver is the $50, the quarter, and the dime. And these indeed are 90% silver, where your modern proof set is 3/9 fine silver, which this changed. I believe this was in 2019, where these became 3/9 fine silver, where previous to that these were also 90% silver. So really cool. And I'm going to watch how I angle these, because these are really reflective with the lens that they're in, and I'm trying to avoid from showing my mugshot. So here we have the modern and here we have the vintage. Certificate of authenticity and certificate of, somewhat of a certificate of authenticity. This one here says your US proof coins have been carefully inspected before release. If there should appear what may to seem to you a defect or a scratch on a coin, it is no doubt a crease in the packaging in which they are encased. Really cool. We tell you this to save us both unnecessary correspondence. Basically, they are telling you they don't want you to contact them. Well, I mean, right now it's kind of too late to contact them since this was 1958. But they are telling you, do not call us. Do not call us. And then here is your 2020 silver proof set. And there we go with all your specs and everything. It gives you everything. So basically, I mean, you have a better certificate authenticity. This is, way nicer. And this is just kind of a piece of paper telling you don't call them. So really awesome. But definitely, I am definitely going to be going for this rather than going for these because of the price difference. And then also in this, if you wanted to take these out and really inspect them, you could get, a better grade. If you get a better grade, if you send them out to PCGS or NGC or one of the grading companies, you can possibly get a higher grade. Now, these are definitely going to all of these should grade out at, at least a 69, maybe a 70. That's what they should, because these definitely handled a little bit better now than back in 1958, more than likely. But you might be able to get a higher grade, and when you get a higher grade, the value of these would go up a little bit. But that is my opinion on modern versus vintage. And I am going to be going for the vintage. I think these are awesome. I think these will be a little bit more collectible in the future. I think the value of these has a better chance of going up versus the value of these going up. I think the value of these are going to go down, where the value of these could go up. You also have to factor in how many of these. We know the mintage of this vintage set for this one in 1958. Let me tell you the exact mintage, because I actually have it pulled up right here. A 1958 is 875,652. I think right now there's a little over 300,000 of these sold by the U.S. Mint. However, you don't know how many of these actually survived, how many of these were torn out of the packages. I mean, this was 1958. In 1958, people weren't collecting and keeping things in mint packages and sending things off for, sending these coins off for grading like today. Today, in 2020, most things are kept in pristine condition, the way they came from the mint. Yeah, some of them are cracked out of the lenses and sent off for grading. But regardless, most of these are not in, most people are not putting these into circulation and keeping them in pristine condition. You can find these from time to time actually in circulation. So people have ripped these out of the packages, put them into circulation. So a lot of these may have not survived. Now, when you are buying vintage, the older, there are some that have less of a mintage and you're going to have to pay more money. That is also a fact. Like in 1958, there's 875,652. In 1955, there's only 378,200. And then you also have to factor in how many of those survived in their original mint packaging. And then if you go back a little further, 1954, 233,000. 1953, 128,000. 1952, only 81,000 as far as the mintage, 81,980 to be exact. And then you have to factor in how many of those survived. If you go back to 1950, 51,000. 1942, 21,000. So the further back you go, the more money you're going to have to dish out because of now you're getting into the rarity factor. So let me know what you guys think. This is my opinion. Let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Modern versus vintage. I'm going vintage. Thanks a lot, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.